Again, the very quick Chazarah of Dalet Amud Aleph was minimizing a sukkah that's taller with 20. Oh, the Rosenthal's are here.
Oh.
We start with pillows and blankets are no good. We talk about straw and dirt. It's a shayla if you're mevatel it. Yeah, if you're not mevatel it, then it's a machlekes. We move on to the schach, whether if they come down, whether that can be mamayit your sukkah, if it has more shade than sun. If it's less than 10, will that mess up your sukkah? Automatically dira serucha. And then we go involved with all the platform cases. If it's in the middle, has a sheer sukkah, all is good. If it's on the side, then the wall has to be within Dalarama, he's toifen akuma. The chiddush is that even though it's not a good wall, we say Doifen Akuma higher than 20 Amos. Then we have a pillar in the middle. We say Doifen Akuma, the Chiddush is from all four sides. Reb David Erev Tov. And we finish with Pachais Me'asara and your Chakak. You dig deeper, less than 3 Tfachim. Why? Because you have to shaft the wall. You have to create a wall, and therefore it's a din in. It's Shleisha Tfachim in. Love it. God bless you. Don't trip now. You know, when we finally bought a new house. Now we're going to trip. Mazel tov. Simchas chavra. Simchas. Mirtz Hashem. Mirtz Hashem. That's what happened. He just gave you the credit card. You just put it
Every time he funds, he puts it on me. That's his MO.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Listen, we should all have the wherewithal that we could just swipe a shkanza shul. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
It was only so easy.
Yeah, it's upsetting. We should have
I
the
think it's the easy part. It's paying it effort.
I don't know. Most cards you can't swipe that number. I don't know. I mean, not that I tried, but anyways, let's continue. Chavra. Gavaya. Here we go. New Gemara, 6 lines down. Dalid Amid Beis. Dalid Amid Beis, 6 lines down. And you built an amud, which is 10 tvachim tall. And it itself has a hechsher sukkah. Erev Tov Rabbi Kogish Jr. It itself is 7 by 7 tvach. Savar Abaye lemeimar. So Abaye thought, why is it kosher? So Shalom Rabbi Kogish Senior. Savar Abaye lemeimar. Why is it kosher? Kodasig mechitzatza. Fascinating. You're standing atop a pillar. The edges of the pillar, imaginary walls, shoot up to the schach, and it's kosher. That's what Abaye thought. Amar le Rava, Zakt Rava nein. Does not work. Binan mechitza nikarais ve'leka. It's not nicker, so it doesn't work. Dalit Amid Beis, 10 lines down.
So what is the case?
First word of line is
the
black.
The Omad in the middle is further than Dalit Amas away, so we can't say
correct.
Nakuma.
Very good.
So he wanted to say it's kosher from a different.
Good. Very good. Everyone heard what he said.
That what? That the mechitzas go up.
That the side of the pillar
goes up and down.
The goes up. Beautiful. Says the Gemara name. Why a chiddush? Rava said you need mechitzas nikaris. It's not nicker. It's not nicker. You don't have a sukkah.
I'm saying if the halacha was that this is okay,
then
what do you need? Then when do you ever need the case of doifen akuma? You can always just say good.
Good. You're asking a good question. Let's get to the end of the Amid and remind me your question. Just because I don't want to lose people in the middle, but there's a good answer to your kasha. Let's get there. Erev Tov, Rabbi Weisbord. Tanu Rabbanon. Not Arba Kondisim. Oh, Rabbi Yankala is here. Tanu Rabbanon. Ali, we don't need you anymore. It's okay. It's okay. I told you we never needed you. You needed us. We need him. What do you think this is? This is Chas v'shalom. We need you. Chas v'shalom. Don't ever think that. Tanu Rabbanon. Not Arba Kondisim. You dig. This is the biggest chiddush, I think, is Dalet Amud Beis right here. The Shita Rav Yaakov. They're about to learn. Oh, Rav Yaakov walked in right in time. This Shita is l'chayra the biggest chiddush in all of Masechah Sukkah. God willing, get to see Masechah Sukkah. I'm going to ask, what is the biggest chiddush? Not the biggest din. This din is the biggest chiddush. Let's learn the chiddush first. Then we can highlight, then we can cross it out, rip out the page, put it in your pocket. But everyone, turn it up on it. Here it goes. Not arbal kondisim. You dig, you poke 4 poles into the ground. V'sikach al gabon, and you put schach on top of. So you have 4 pillars, schach on top. Okay. Rav Yaakov machshir, a pillar. You have no walls, Rabbi say. Rav Yaakov says it's kosher. So now. So far, it's not such a chiddush because we don't know why he says it's kosher. Says the Gemara, Amar Rav Huna, you know what the machlekes is? Don't get so excited. You know what the machlekes is? Al sfas agag, that the four pillars are on the edge of the roof. The Rav Yaakov Savar Amrinon Godachis Mitzasa, that the walls of the house go up, and you have a kosher sukkah. V'Rabbanan Savri what? Lo Amrinon Godachis Mitzasa. Why not? Because you need to have mechitzos nikaros. So not such a chiddush. Avol be'emsa gag. But says who's this Rav Huna? If you're in the middle of the roof, Divrei HaKol Psula. For Rav Nachman Omar, this is where it comes in. Be'emsa gag machlekes. Now, why, according to Rav Nachman, does Rav Yaakov hold its kosher? We have no clue right now. Rav Yaakov says, Rav Nachman says, you're middle of a roof. So for all intents and purposes, you're on a flat ground. You take four pillars, you put it in the ground. On top of your four pillars, you throw a schach on. Do you have any walls? No. Do you have a good asik? You can't have good asik because you have nothing underneath. You just have ground. For some reason, Rav Yaakov is holding its kosher. We have to see why. Ibayiluhu asks the Gemara. Now we get a little semantical, a little nunnicky, as the Gemara would say. Ask the Gemara, Rav Nachman, you said they argue in middle of the roof. Is it be'emsa gag machlaikas? But aval sfas agag, if it's on the edge, then what? Divrei Sheira. Oidilmor maybe bein bezu machlaikas. Teku kota kasha. Wait for Eliyahu Hanavi. Okay, meisvei. Noch a kasha. No, it's talent kudisim ba'aretz. So ba'aretz means what? Like be'emsa gag, like the middle of the roof. Why? Because there's no edges of buildings to say good asik. So you're middle of the ground, middle of the earth, and you put four poles. V'sigich al gabun, Rav Yaakov machshir, v'chachamim poislim. Frakti Gemara. Va'aretz is what? Dike emsa gag dami. The land is like the middle of the roof. And the Kamachshir of Yaakov. So what? Tiyufta, the Ravuna, Tiyufta. Let's speak this out outside.
We're just repeating the original.
Oh, very good. Let's speak it out outside. We had a machlokes, Rav Huna and Rav Nachman, as to where Rabbi Yaakov and the Chachamim argue. There's a case. The case is four pillars with schach on top. The question is, Rav Yaakov says good, Chachamim say no good. Where is that machlokes? Rav Huna said, you know where the machlokes is? On the edge of a roof. What's the machlokes? Good asik. Again, let's just orient ourselves. What is good asik? Good asik is if we're on a roof and we have the sides of the building. So good asik, miracle, pretend, extend the walls up to Shemayim. Beautiful. So then it would be a very small machlokes whether we say good asik to create a sukkah or not. That is how Rav Huna learns the machlokes. Rav Nachman argues, and Rav Nachman says, you know where the machlokes is? In the middle of the roof. What's the middle of the roof? Like the middle of the earth. What's the machlokes? We do not know what the machlokes is, but they're arguing that four pillars, schach on top, smack in the middle of the street, smack in the middle of your backyard. Rav Yaakov says it's kosher. Why in the world does Rav Yaakov say it's kosher? We do not know. We're going to get there in a moment. But for now, the kasha of the Gemara is on Rav Huna. Because Rav Huna explained this machlokes is only where? On the edge of the building. Good asik. The Brisa says what? The machlokes is where? Be'emsa haaretz. In the middle of the ground. Asks the Gemara, a gewaldika kasha and Rav Huna. And the Gemara says, guess what? You know how good of a question is? Tiyofta, Rav Huna, Kol Tov, have a good day. Go, it's taken early night. You're done. Period. Okay. Void. Frak the Gemara further and furthermore. Be'em zahu depligi. What else do we see from the Brisa? Now, where is the machlokes? Be'emsa. In the middle of the roof. Avalas vasagag, what do we see clearly? Divrei hakol. Ksheira. Because the Brisa said, where is the machlekes? In the middle of the earth. So does that mean, do they have any machlekes about good asik? No. Seemingly they would all agree it's good. So says the Gemara, let's hit a man while he's down. Lema tavi tufta de Ravuna betarti. L'chayra, it's two kashas on Ravuna. On this, Ravuna doesn't fold. Amlacha Ravuna. Ravuna responds, Polig be'emsa agag, v'huadin al svas agag. No, it's machlekes both. V'hai to call miflig be'emsa agag. You know why? Because, as we said, the biggest chiddush in the whole Masechta, lo'idiach koichay de Reb Yankiv. That what? The afilu be'emsa agag nami machshir. Beautiful. Shakla v'tarya. Wonderful. One second. But why does Rav Yaakov say it's kosher? I don't want to get lost. I just want to get this clear. What is the case? Again, we just spoke out. 4 poles. Schach on top of it. Not on the side of the roof. In the middle of the roof. Meaning, don't pull me any good asics. No imaginary walls. No, but you don't have a wall. Oh, he's in the floor. The floor you want to pull up. Where's the surah in the walls?
You have 4 poles. This is clearly a hut of some kind.
The base of an aleph. A sukkah needs. What does a sukkah need? Gemel defanois. And you have 0. So says the Gemara. Don't worry, I'm not making it up. Says the Gemara. Taner Rabbanan. Let's figure this out. No, it's arba condisim ba'aretz. We have a right. So let's figure it out. Classically, Gemara is a shtickle backwards. I don't like saying it's backwards. That's the way Gemara talks. But if we were writing this in for those who have hard comprehension issues like all of us, we would have started with this brisa. We would have said a machlekes Rav Yaakov and the Chachamim. We have explained why Rav Yaakov says it's good, and then we would have circled back around and asked kashas. But either way, Tan Rabban, no, it's arba kundisim. You put 4 kundisim, pegs, pillars, barets. V'sikech al gabon, Rav Yaakov Omer. What does Rav Yaakov say? He doesn't say kosher. What does he say? Royin, we see, we look. Call every peg. She'ilu, that if. Yechakiku. Yechakiku is the same word as chokak. You dig out, you chisel, you cut. V'yachliku. And you smooth out. So I have a pillar. It's a circle. I slice it. I smooth it. What do I have now? I have a block. Rabbi Yehuda, you would tell us this is a 4x4 or a 2x2. Yes, there you go. Beautiful picture. We'll show everyone in a moment. If the yesh bahen tefach lekan v'tefach lekan, if there would be 1 tefach each way, nidainin mishom diyumad has a din of a diyumad. What's a diyumad? A double post. Very good. Second parak. Beautiful. Vimlav. What's this diyumad? What's this double post? She'oyo Reb Yankiv Oimer. Diyumdei sukkah is a tefach. V'chachamim oimrim ad shishtayim kol chason u'shlishes afilu tefach. So according to Reb Yaakov, what do you need to make a sukkah kosher?
Tefach on each one.
A tefach on each corner.
Yeah.
So you need to have 2 tefachim on all 4 sides. Yeah. Which, if you think about it, it's a kula and a chumrah. Why? What are the chachamim? We know what's a sukkah: 2 walls and a shlish tefach. So according to the chachamim, this is your sukkah. According to the chachamim, you have a whole corner here with nothing, and it's fine. According to Rabbi Yaakov, you need a corner on each piece, but you only need a tefach. Rabbi Nadalma, you take 4 poles, a pole over there, pole over there, pole over there, pole over there. You put the whole thing down the middle, you have a sukkah. Where are your walls? There are no walls. Yet Rav Yaakov holds without any walls, having 1 tefach on each side, and tefach is not so big, about 6 inches. Not so big. These pillars are probably a tefach. Chevra, those pillars, let's enjoy them while we have them, hopefully for not so longer. Those pillars are about a tefach. So imagine you have a tefach, that's Rav Yaakov says it's kosher. L'chayra, this is the biggest chiddush in the whole Masechta. Now, why? But what's fascinating, you ask anyone in the world, How many walls you need in a sukkah? Everyone knows. 2 and a little bit, 2 and a little bit, 2 and a little bit, 2 and a little bit. We're going to see Shitas maybe need 3. 3 and a little bit, right? If you remember, Yeshem Lamikra, Yeshem Seris sauce is your Amud, very nice. We're going to get there exactly what you need. But Lamaisa, there's a Shita that we can't forget. Just purely for limud purposes. There's don't think like, Rabbi, Shasat Chagodol, Kwibi, Saimachan, Rabbi Yaakov.
Nay.
Absolutely not. Rabbi Yaakov himself, if he was alive, would be Saimachan Rabbi Yaakov. Avada.
He wouldn't?
Avada nicht. Avada nicht.
Why is he saying?
Halacha Chachamim. This is what he held.
Okay.
It's what he held. But he himself would be forced. Rabbeinu Tam, what's found in Rabbeinu Tam? Where? Rashi's full. It's no shayla.
Yeah.
Avada. He might have also wore Rabbeinu Tam. But Avada, the Psak Mikubal, like Rabbeinu Tam, he would have to wear Rashi. Have to Rashi. Yeah. Avada. You don't?
No.
Shiyit. We have to buy shishis for it. I'm a Yid from Europe. I've Bezdin. There's even for sure Rabbeinu Tam.
No, he was brought up by
So-
Ariel Levin Nusas Fart.
So,
Even better.
No, Rabbeinu Tam.
you sure? Let's go, brother. Let's go, brother. This ain't the word Rabbeinu. We're gonna get your Rabbeinu Tam.
Right now, right
I'm
quite sure it is.
The Yid in here don't? You got
Uh,
Yo, what's your Shiloh? What are you saying?
So then, does this change the minimum size?
Guys, does anyone know if some
No.
Rabbeinu
No.
Tam's village?
So
Then if not, why not?
your tefach at each
Yeah.
corner,
Yes.
you still have to have 5 tefachim in between.
Very interesting question.
What?
Lefi Rav Yaakov, these are interesting questions. You can't really find it here. According to Rav Yaakov, that it's a tefach on either side, what does he hold about the size of the walls? Does he hold anything about the size of the walls?
Which
Is,
means what? In
a min-
height-wise? Or
no, width.
It's supposed to have
Is there a minimum? Is there a maximum?
minimum is tefach on each.
No, but
the size of
so it could be
the
this big whole sukkah?
corner, right?
No, the sukkah still needs to be l'chayr 7 by 7. L'chayr.
And not what?
And not less.
Yeah, no, that's
L'chayr. L'chayr. Question is how big it could be. Because there are going to be dinim that we're going to see that you're not allowed to have a.
You're not lucky.
Yeah, but it can't be bigger than that. Meaning we saw a din already about Gedi and Baikim Boy. That if a Gedi, the last Gemara we saw in Daf Yud Gimel, that if a Gedi jumps through your wall of your sukkah, it passes the whole wall. I mean, if you have a big hole in it.
Yeah.
Clearly, Rav Yaakov doesn't hold to that. Yeah. Very good. Okay, 23. Let's just begin. Let's speak outside. What just happened today? What happened today is a beautiful Gemara. What was the Gemara that we learned today? The Gemara was 2 Chedushim. We will call Dalet Mabez. Chedush number 1 is we have to know the din of good asik mechitzasa. Must cannot learn misat the good asik mechitzasa. What is good asik? It's Allah Moshe Sinai. How does it work? And this is going to answer someone's question over here. I don't remember who. How does good asik work? Good asik works that whenever you have an edge. Oh, someone is asking, why don't we say good asik over here? I'll tell you why. Good asik works when you have an edge of a building. You have an edge of a pillar. The edge, you have a wall, so the wall could extend upward. But you only could do it if you have an edge. If you don't have, exactly, a kaisel. If all you have, an amanal, what do we have? You built a platform. A platform, l'chayr, you can't say good asik. Now,
Not according to Rabbi Yaakov.
it's definitely not good. No, Rabbi Yaakov doesn't say good asik. That's the pelo.
Rabbi Yaakov says good asik.
No.
No, it's
No. To human. That's the maskana. You should know in the Havamina, it's interesting. I have a shtickle tire. In the Havamina, did he hold of Gadastik? And that's what the Gemara thought. Maybe.
That's what the Gemara thought,
Maybe.
because the Gemara was saying.
Yeah, the
that
Gemara put it all together.
Edge of the
Yeah, l'chayra.
Not every month, if you do good optic with the dice, not from-
So now, there's a general rule that we're going to eventually get to. The 2 halachim Sinais are never allowed to combine. So it's a cloud that we're going to have to get to. Lavud and David Akuma. Lavud and good asik. Because if you could do that, you pasha, you'll have no walls in your sukkah. Yeah, things are just, some imaginary things flying. It doesn't really work so well.
You have your 4 corner posts. and you
Yeah,
have-
if Yaakov, can you imagine if Yaakov's sukkah? Wow. Okay, let's just start the next Gemara. You ready?
We did say Chavoit Rami and
Chavoit Rami.
Lovud.
Oh, so
We did say the.
we
I don't know if maybe
saw
Lovud is Sinai.
Love is Lachim Sinai.
Chavoit Rami also.
That was the
Rami,
cash
maybe
over
not.
there. That was the cash over there. Rishonim there dealt with.
Remember that was Perek Sheni.
Very good. Very good.
With the rule.
Oh.
Yeah, people in-
Mazel tov. Big.
Chevra, good to know. Shkoyach.